Hello, my name is Hannah, and today I decided to renovate this build. I think it's called Canal Corner, but I may be wrong. But I think I remember it being called Canal Corner. I feel like I named that on the gallery, so we're gonna hope that's what it is. But today I just decided that I needed to renovate this house. Well, I do this thing. I renovate every single world or build in every single world. So I was like, time to get a move on with Evergreen Harbor. So I decided to do this one. I don't really like renovating starter homes or building two-story starter homes because they tend to be really empty. And I kind of got a weird feel of this house. It kind of looks weird, but it kind of looks okay. But I used some of the new furniture, and the eco lifestyle stuff isn't really expensive, so it wasn't that hard. But it's also I also made it another bedroom, and I put another bathroom in here, so it kind of really just it's kind of empty on the bottom floor. It's also it's kind of big for a starter home. My starter homes are usually really small because then you could fit in more stuff, and it looks less empty and it looks less sad. But I don't know. Also, it was beige, and then I turned it blue. I'm not sure if I like the blue, but I definitely didn't know if I wanted the beige because it just looked really boring. But it also kind of looks dark. But now I'm just kind of I'm just overthinking my build. But that's fine. But today I decided that I wanted to tell a story from middle school. It mostly is just a beginning of, I think, 6th and 8th grade, because it really didn't happen the rest of the time. So every day, you went to your locker, and then you'd have to go to this teacher. This teacher was just a teacher that got assigned to this area of your, because there was locker banks, because it's middle school, so you can't have lockers out in the hallway, because that's where people walk, and we would prefer not to get shoved into lockers. The walls were hard enough. But they just put them in locker, banks is what they called them. So you just had lockers facing lockers, and then on the other side of the lockers there'd be more lockers with lockers on the other side. But it was really confusing kind of to explain. But so at every single one of those there'd be a teacher, and this teacher in 6th grade, they would ask you how's your day, rated 1 to 5, and I think 5 was the best, 1 was the worst. But I also could be really wrong on that. It could be the opposite. I don't really remember because I really hated it. If you were unaware already, I don't like talking and in the slightest, especially to people I don't know. And I don't talk to teachers ever, so it was especially horrible. But in 6th grade, I think it was just one of the teachers in the pod area that we had. But in 8th grade, we didn't have that many teachers, so they decided that they were gonna have what are electives in middle school called? I don't remember. The fun class teachers. Those people, they had those. And I had the music teacher. Now this, instead of asking how's your day going on a 1 to 5 scale, they'd ask you these stupid questions that I hated. I did not want to answer them because they were kind of dumb, what's your favorite cereal? But some of them were more you gotta think about it. I don't know what the best example is, or what ice cream suits you best and why. That's probably not a good example, but it's the best one that I can think of. But it was just I don't know. And I don't tell people personal information ever, which I guess that makes this easy, but I don't tell people anything. So you will never know my favorite style of music, probably. I don't know. I don't really have a favorite style of music either. I just kind of listen to the music that kind of gets recommended to me on Spotify. So that's about it. And so people, when they ask me these questions, I'm I don't know. And they're you gotta know, you're just not telling me. I'm no, I seriously could not tell you anything. I can't even, if someone asks me what my favorite color is, I just say blue automatically because I could not tell you. Colors, I like colors, but my favorite color, I don't have a favorite a lot of things, which I guess is an issue. I need to figure that out. But how am I supposed to pick a favorite? Do people just automatically have favorite everything, favorite movie, favorite book, favorite color? I cannot pick favorites for the life of me. And also, by the way, this music teacher I hated, mostly also because in, I think 6th, it may have been 7th, I guess it was 7th. I don't remember. We took, so in middle school you had to actually take classes in 6th and 7th grade that you didn't choose. So we took a music class. I think it was 7th grade. I think that was because I remember a kid in my class that came in 7th grade. I think it was 7th grade. But she would always ask these questions, like kind of like it was in 8th grade, but it was in 7th grade. And so when we got to the class, we'd all sit down in this circle of awkwardness. It's not what it was called, but that's what I like to refer to it as. We would sit in the circle of chairs, and they would be like, "Who is your favorite band or artist?" And I'm like, "Oh no, I don't have one. I didn't listen to music at the time. I listened to music. I just listened to whatever came on the radio when I was in the car. I didn't really listen to things otherwise, but like now, I listen to music 24/7, but I still could not tell you my favorite like band or artist in the slightest. So I looked over to my friend and I was just like, "Help me," because I could not figure one out. If you asked me that, I literally just, they all flew out of my brain. Artist, what's music? What is that? And it was just like, oh god. And so she said Taylor Swift, but at that time Taylor Swift and my middle school was like the weird kid. So yes, I said that because I had no other option. It was, and my name is like, was at the first because I was in a circle like that, so it was like the third person to go. And obviously people laughed at me, but I'm pretty used to people laughing at everything I say because that's what they do. But you know, I have listened to more Taylor Swift music now, but it was just not the thing in my middle school. If you listen to Taylor Swift, you were automatically uncool, which I think is kind of dumb because her music isn't horrible. Like, I would say it's pretty good. I've listened to her new albums, and they're pretty good. It was just because they're, 7th grade, and, you gotta be popular, so you gotta listen to, like, I don't know, what was popular at that time, Old Town Road, or whatever that song is called, yeah. But I guess we're getting to the end, so it's almost screenshots time, so I post a new video every day of the week, so you can watch another video tomorrow. I just messed that up, bye.